Hi, how are you? Yeah, I saw that in your chart. So you've been having an itchy and sensitive scalp? Okay. About when did that start? Okay. You'll have to excuse me, I have a throat lozenge in my mouth. The pollen and my allergies this year have been unrelenting, so I've had a bit of a scratchy throat. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. Is the itching and the sensitivity, are they in any specific area, or is it just all over your head? Okay. And are you feeling this anywhere else, like in your eyebrows, neck, arms, anywhere else on your body? Okay. Any new products like shampoo, conditioner, styling products? Okay. Are you seeing any kind of flaking, scaling, or any kind of drainage? Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do see that on the hairline. Alright, we'll take a look at that. Okay. Have you had any recent sun exposure without any sun protection, like any recent sunburns? Okay. How about any recent swimming in a lake or a pool? Okay. Do you have pets? Have you noticed them being itchy? More than normal? Okay. And you haven't seen anything like a red raised circle on their skin or anything? Okay. Well, then let's dive right in, okay? Okay. For some reason, when the gloves get low, they all get stuck together. And the gloves get more stuck to themselves. Okay. One of those. Okay. So to start, I just want to take a look. Like, oh my gosh, I need a haircut. Just want to take a look at your hairline, okay? Okay. May I have you close your eyes for a moment? Thank you. Just need to take a look at the inner corners and your eyelids. Okay, you can open your eyes. Okay. Not seeing anything. Doesn't completely rule out seborrheic dermatitis, but we often find it in areas around the nostrils, the eyebrows, and the inner corners of the eyes. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't see anything in those areas. I'm just gonna kind of lightly irritate. Just to see if I can Excuse me. Get that hair out of your eyes today. Pushed over. Okay. So, I'm just seeing flaking. It's white in nature, so that does help rule out some types of yeast and fungal infections. Though not entirely. So I'm gonna take a quick examination of your actual hair. And then I'll look at your scalp. Okay. I'm going to use a piece of just everyday black construction paper, so that way I'm able to get some contrast, okay? So I'm going to press this right against your forehead. Just kind of bring some of the hair over it, like that. Look with my light. Okay, gonna bring over a section of hair. Okay, so far I'm just seeing some product buildup, which could be contributing to the itching, but likely not the scaling and flaking I'm seeing at your hairline. Okay, just more of the same. I'll take a quick peek at your ears, okay? Not seeing any red or scaling skin inside of this ear. And that here looks fine too. Now I'm just going to feel for any kind of lymph nodes, alright? It'll help me, not completely definitively, but it'll help me sort of narrow down if this is infectious in nature, and if so, related to which area, okay? There are some occipital nodes present which are consistent with scalp infection. Not feeling any cervical or submandibular. No supra or subclavicular either, so okay. I wasn't expecting to find anything, but occipital makes sense. So, okay. Let's... Sorry, just a second. Let me take a quick note here. Alright. Actually, gonna move this out of the way. Okay. This is probably familiar to you. It is a lice comb. I will be, again, like I said, looking at your scalp in just a moment, but I just want to rule out the presence of any nits. Usually if there are full-grown lice, people are very aware. But nits are tiny, so if they're there, it's very possible that you would not be aware of them. Okay. Okay. Not seeing anything. So. Alright. So now I'm going to, if I can find a lever, there it is. Raise myself up so I can take a look at your scalp. I'm going to start just by looking just with my light. So this clip has been sterilized, don't worry, okay? I'm just going to use it to clip some of your hair away here. to, excuse me, I'm going to dampen your hair just a little bit just so I can see how it reacts. So. I need a towel since we're having a little bit of dripping. It's just water. I think we can still protect your clothing. Find that when you're in the shower, it takes your hair some time, to actually absorb the water and get wet. Okay. Yeah, it looks like your hair is low porosity, which means that the cuticles don't open as much, and consequently products like gels, conditioners, especially the leave-in type, can end up just kind of sitting on the hair instead of being absorbed. And while I don't think that is entirely the cause of what's going on here, it could be a contributing factor, especially if it's holding in moisture on your scalp. I got all of the water there. I'm just gonna brush out or comb out some of these. Over myself. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and remove this from your collar. Okay. So, even though there was only one area of drainage, I do think that we still have a fungal infection occurring on the scalp. And it may be just that these scaled over areas on that side are just too freshly formed to be emitting any kind of drainage. And the fact that the drainage is clear and serous in nature makes me think fungal is the culprit. So I'm going to prescribe you a ketoconazole shampoo. Let me just make sure that you don't have any allergies or sensitivities that would contraindicate that. We are safe. And then, okay, so your pharmacy is Fred Meyer on 56th. That's still current? Okay. So I'm just going to write this up here then. So, I'm going to have you use that every day in the shower for a week, okay? And I know most people here are washing their hair every day and are like, eesh, just for a week, okay? And then after the week is up, every time you shampoo your hair, just make sure that you use this particular shampoo. Any conditioner really is fine. It is recommended to use like a Nizoral or a Head and Shoulders conditioner just because it's less likely to strip the scalp from the medication, but most conditioners are fine. And then afterwards, you'll want to towel dry or blow dry your scalp completely dry. You don't need to blow dry or dry the shafts of the hair, just the hair around the scalp, okay? Okay. It's also a really good it's also a really good way to kind of mitigate if you have a lot of oil production on the scalp. If you just dry the hairs around the scalp, actually can let you go longer without washing your hair. But then, okay, if after 2 weeks you're not seeing any improvement and the scalp is still itching, then I want you to come back in and we will evaluate further. But I'm pretty confident that this shampoo should help. Okay? Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Okay. Then I'm going to go pass this script off to one of my medical assistants and we'll get that called in for you right away. Alright. You take care. If you need anything or have any questions or anything changes, please don't hesitate to give me a call.